We're watching SoupTube.
Once upon a time, in the bustling streets of New York City during the mid-1800s, there lived a man named William Thompson. With a twinkle in his eye and a smile that could charm even the sternest of souls, William was known far and wide as the first of his kind. An audacious con man whose specialty was swindling people out of their watches and other valuables. William had perfected his craft, blending charm, wit, and a dash of theatrical flair. He knew that a good story could distract even the most vigilant of victims. His signature move? The Watch of Fate, a clever ruse that became the talk of the town. One crisp autumn morning, William strolled through Central Park, wearing a perfectly tailored coat and a top hat tilted just right. He spotted an unsuspecting gentleman admiring a beautiful pocket watch. The man, Mr. Jenkins, was a well-to-do banker with an impressive collection of timepieces. William approached him with an air of elegance. "Ah, Mr. Jenkins. Sir, what a fine day to be showcasing such a remarkable watch," he exclaimed, gesturing grandly. "But tell me, have you ever considered that you might possess a watch of fate?" Mr. Jenkins raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "A watch of fate? What do you mean?" William leaned in closer, lowering his voice conspiratorially. "Legend has it that there exists a watch capable of altering one's destiny. It's said that the owner of this particular timepiece can bend time itself." With each word, William painted a vivid picture of adventure, fortune, and the allure of destiny. Mr. Jenkins was captivated, his curiosity piqued. "Is it true?" he asked, excitement bubbling in his voice. "Oh, absolutely," William replied, feigning seriousness. "In fact, I happen to possess such a watch, but it is said to only work for those with a generous spirit. Would you like to see it?" "Of course," Mr. Jenkins exclaimed. William led him to a nearby cafe, where he had cleverly planted a few accomplices. They were all part of the act, ready to play their roles in this grand illusion. He pulled out an ornate velvet pouch and dramatically unveiled a stunning watch, glimmering in the sunlight. "This, my friend, is the Watch of Fate," he declared, holding it high as if it were a trophy. "But there's a catch. To unlock its true potential, I must first trade it for something equally valuable. Perhaps your pocket watch?" Mr. Jenkins hesitated, glancing at his beloved timepiece. "But this is my family heirloom." "Ah, but think of the adventures that await you. This watch could lead you to untold riches," William persisted, weaving a tale of treasure hunts and legendary quests. Caught up in the allure of the story, Mr. Jenkins reluctantly agreed. With a flourish, William made the exchange, assuring him that the Watch of Fate would change his life forever. As Mr. Jenkins walked away, feeling a mix of excitement and regret, William slipped into the shadows with a victorious grin. He couldn't help but chuckle at the success of his scheme. But William wasn't done yet. He spent the next few weeks perfecting his act, moving from park to cafe, conning one wealthy gentleman after another. Each time he would craft a new tale, always centered around the Watch of Fate, and each time he would leave with their valuables in hand. One fateful day, however, William met his match. He encountered a sharp-witted woman named Clara, known for her keen intuition and quick thinking. She had heard whispers of the charming con man and decided to test him. "Ah, Mr. Thompson," Clara called out, catching him off guard. "I've heard tales of your so-called Watch of Fate. Tell me, does it also grant the owner the ability to see the future?" William, never one to back down, responded smoothly, "Why, yes, but only for those who truly believe in its power." Clara smiled knowingly. "Then let's make a wager. If I can see my future, I'll give you my diamond bracelet. If not, you return all the watches you've taken." William, confident in his charm, agreed. They sat on a park bench, and he spun an elaborate tale of her future, filled with wealth and success. But Clara interrupted him with a sly grin. Interesting story, Mr. Thompson. But I believe you've missed the most important detail. You'll be caught if you don't return those watches. At that moment, two officers, alerted by Clara, approached. William's heart sank as he realized he'd been outsmarted. With a quick flick of her wrist, Clara revealed a hidden badge, proving she was an undercover investigator. William was arrested, but as he was being led away, he couldn't help but admire Clara's cleverness. "Well played, my lady," he said with a chuckle. "You've truly earned that title of the sharpest mind in the city." And so William Thompson became a legend, not just as a con man, but as a figure who had finally met his match. While he was locked away for his misdeeds, his tales of charm and wit continued to circulate, serving as both a warning and a source of entertainment for those who crossed his path. In the end, he learned that sometimes the greatest adventure lies not in the treasures we seek, but in the stories we tell, and the clever souls who can see through them.